Hello and welcome to 200 North Main, the show where we talk about all the wonderful things happening at the Wallingford Public Library, located, guess where? 200 North Main Street in Wallingford, Connecticut. I am your host, adult programming librarian Julie Rio, and joining me today, I have two very special guests. They work in the Collaboratory at the library, and they are Creative Technologies Librarians, Kayleigh Sprague and Max Spurr. Welcome, Kayleigh and Max. I'm so excited to have you guys here today. And we're going to talk about the Collaboratory first. What is the Collaboratory?
Okay. Well, the Collaboratory is a place where you can work on projects, you can make creative projects, or you can work together in groups. We have all sorts of stuff to help you do that. We have a lot of software on the computers like Adobe Photoshop and Final Cut Pro and stuff like that, things that normally cost a lot of money, but they don't because they're at the library, so you get to use them for free.
Excellent. We like free. We like the library.
And we have a lot of equipment too, like we have a laser cutting machine, we have a quilting machine, there's a CNC machine, and lots of other things too, right?
Yep, we also have a vinyl cutter. You can make custom t-shirts or custom stickers. That's always a popular machine. We actually just got a second one.
Yes, excellent. And we have a button maker too.
Yes.
So you can make your little buttons to put on your clothes and make your personal statements.
We should have brought some.
No, don't worry about it, Max.
Okay.
So, and the other thing I wanted to talk about is that we have a lot of what we in library land call non-traditional circulating items. So everybody knows the library and they think books, they think DVDs, they think CDs, but we've been getting into a lot of different areas, partially because of the Collaboratory and its, high-tech and low-tech makerspace, but also because people want different things. And so we have some lawn games, right? So tell us about it.
It's a giant domino. So
Excellent.
you get a whole set of them, and then you can play a large game of dominoes, outside or inside if you'd like. A lot of the lawn games are for outside, though.
Yeah, definitely.
Dice, yep.
I'm sure they're not going to be too happy that I just made that loud noise, but that's okay.
It scuffed up the table.
And so what this is, for what? What game is this?
Just giant dice, whenever you want to play with dice.
Yeah.
Okay, excellent.
You get 6 of them.
And then we've got, what's this?
Forbidden Island, that's one of our board games. We also have lawn and board games and video games as well. So that's a great cooperative game. Can be played by people of all ages, and we have different size. So you can do smaller groups. I think there's a few that are even for single players up to larger parties as well, so we can accommodate all different types of groups.
So name some of the lawn games that we have, besides the dominoes and the dice.
There's a giant Jenga. A lot of them are giant.
Well, to play on the lawn, you don't want to lose the pieces in the grass.
We have a croquet set. I believe there's ring toss, horseshoes. That's one that little kids can play as well. There's a couple of, I think, Scandinavian games as well.
Mulkey is one of them.
And Cub, I think.
Okay.
So a lot of different things to try out.
And I think cornhole too, don't you have
Yes,
that?
we have cornhole.
Excellent. And so now how long can you check those out for?
14 days.
14 days, so 2 weeks. Excellent. So if you know you're having a party out in the backyard, that's something perfect to do, right?
Yeah.
Oh, it's great.
Definitely for summer barbecues and everything.
Excellent. And so name some of the other games that we have. You said we had some multiplayer ones, some, I know, like strategy ones, some, just kind of one-off things.
Yeah, we have Catan, which is really popular, and a couple of the expansion sets for it. One Night Ultimate Werewolf.
That makes
Munchkin,
me laugh every time.
Ticket to Ride. So some of the more modern classic board games. And then a few more family-friendly ones. We just got Clue.
Oh, that's
popular.
fun.
Yeah, that's been pretty popular.
And how long do those check out for?
14 days as
For
well.
14 days as well. Excellent. And then we've also got here, Max, you want
Puzzles,
to hold that up there?
Yeah, puzzle.
Puzzle packs.
Yeah, we have all sorts of different puzzle packs.
And so that's jigsaw puzzles.
Yes.
Right? Okay. And are they different like sizes? 500 pieces, 1,000 pieces?
Yeah, they range between 500 and 1,000. And then we have a puzzle mat that you can check out as well. sort of to roll it up and get it out of your way while you're working on it. You don't need to take over the whole table at home.
Excellent. That's really cool. Yeah. And I know sometimes in the Collaboratory, we just put out a puzzle for people to kind of work on.
Yeah.
And that's fun to watch people come in and just do that for a few minutes.
It is. Some of them go really fast. The one that's been out there now has been there for a couple weeks, which is I think the longest that it's been.
It's pretty difficult.
Is it, I was going to say, is it difficult? A lot of colors, a lot of pieces, small pieces. Ooh. Okay. And so what about some of the other non-traditional circulating items that we have? I know we have some tech things. So what are some of those?
We have a GoPro and a digital camera you could take out for your vacations. We also have a bunch of Wi-Fi hotspots that you can check out, which are great for your vacation as well.
So tell me, what is a GoPro? What is that exactly?
GoPro is a small camera that will take high quality video, and you can take some individual shots as well, more for action type videos. If you were,
that's the one I've seen where it comes with a headband where you could wear it on your head.
A chest one if you're going hiking.
Excellent.
I think it's waterproof as well if you were
snorkeling.
Yes, snorkeling or
zip line or
yes,
something
zip
like
line.
that.
Excellent. And then you said a digital camera.
Digital
so
camera.
that's nice. And what else did you say?
The Wi-Fi hotspots, so you can get internet, make sure that you have a secure Wi-Fi network even when you're traveling.
Excellent. And so that can be used anywhere?
Anywhere within the United States, continental U.S., I believe.
Oh, neat.
It gives you free Wi-Fi. It's pretty great.
Yeah, that is great. Something, definitely when you're traveling that you're looking for to stay connected. And so what other non-traditional items do we have? I know we just got a new telescope, right?
Yep. So we had one for a while. It was a little big for circulating. It was hard to get around, so we got a more compact one that's a little easier for people to take home. We also just got 2 drums that are circulating, and we have a ukulele that circulates as well.
Now drums, hand drums?
Yes,
or,
hand drums, not a full
drum set. Okay.
Cool.
And how long do all of those things check out for?
2 weeks as well.
For 2 weeks? And can you place a hold on them? Like if I know I'm going on vacation and I want to reserve that Wi-Fi hotspot, can I put a hold on it?
You can reserve all of the technology devices. We have a handout that lists everything that's circulating, and the technology devices are all on the back, and those are what you can actually reserve. And you reserve them the same way you would a museum pass. It's through the same system, so Wallingford residents can reserve them up to 30 days in advance online, or they can stop by or give us a call and we can take care of it for them.
Excellent. And so I saw another thing on there that we have a projector.
Oh, yes.
What is that?
It's really cool. It's a digital projector, so you can plug in an HDMI cable to it. So from a computer or video game system or even a cable box or something like that. Then you can project onto your wall, like movie theater style, where you have a screen that goes with it as well. But I've taken it home and just done it on a blank wall, and even without a screen, it was really cool.
Really?
Yeah.
That's neat. So you can, anything that you could do on your computer, you could project it onto the wall or the screen. So if I wanted to look at my vacation pictures,
gigantic.
or I want to watch TV or a movie, or that's cool.
I was playing Super Nintendo on a 10-foot screen. It was really cool.
Excellent. And so how big does that get?
That's a good question. I got it to be around 10 feet or so, and it was perfectly,
you didn't lose
focused
any of the
and everything.
quality.
Yeah, no, it was really crisp. I'm not sure the maximum size. Probably not too much more than that. But pretty big.
That's neat.
Yeah.
Excellent. And so what are the other non-traditional circulating items?
We have a sewing machine.
Oh,
It's
excellent.
a Brothers sewing machine that you can take home with you and work on your projects and stuff like that. You get that for 2 weeks too.
And does that come with the thread, or do I have to provide my own thread?
You have to provide your own thread, but maybe we'd give you a little bit or something.
Excellent. And so let's talk a little bit more about the Collaboratory then. So you mentioned some of the items that are in the Collaboratory that people can do projects on. But I honestly, when you said CNC,
Oh, yeah.
I don't know what that is. So tell us what that is.
So it's it's a lot like a laser cutter or a 3D printer in the way that it moves around, except it has a drill bit on the end of it, and it can carve stuff out. And you can make all sorts of cool projects.
Okay. And what made these things on the table? So I know you brought a couple of...
Yes, yeah. These are from the laser cutter. This was from a program that we did, a library program, where we made these bowls and painted them and decorated them. So it's made out of plywood. All this stuff is made out of plywood.
Okay.
This is another one here.
A little
box. Yep. And it's actually filled with little lizards.
Oh, cute.
Yeah, they're
Very
a puzzle.
cute.
You can put them together. So there's all sorts of different stuff you can do with it. You can make like puzzles like that. You can make boxes. You can you have a glass here. You can engrave your own glasses on the machine, which is really cool.
So, but I would bring you my glasses and then you carve them out.
Correct. The laser and the Carby, to some extent, are all operated by staff, but patrons are allowed to create their own file, and we'll give feedback and help where needed to make sure that it's set up properly for the machine.
That's great. You know, I encourage everyone to come down to the Collaboratory and to meet Kayleigh and Max in person and work on your high-tech and your low-tech projects, borrow a lawn game, borrow a Wi-Fi hotspot, or work on a project in the Collaboratory, because it's a great place. It really is. And you guys are so helpful that it really makes it a wonderful space and not intimidating. You should not feel intimidated at all to go in there and look at those high-tech machines. So thank you, Kayleigh. Thank you, Max, for being here. And I always, at the end of the first segment of the show, I have to end with a little riddle. So I'm going to ask you a question. What do you get when you cross an elephant and a rhino? The answer when we come back. Hello and welcome back to 200 North Main. I'm your host, Julie Rio, the Adult Programming Librarian. And joining me now is Kari Hamad, who is the new head of Children's Services for the library. We'll get to that in a minute, because first, as you know, before the break, I asked a question: what do you get when you cross an elephant and a rhino?
I don't know.
I know. Oh, I honestly can't take credit for that joke. I have to give credit to our wonderful volunteer, Bill Toomey, who, as you know, works in the bookseller. He sorts through all of the donated books that come in and helps out the people who sell in the bookseller. And he gave me that joke. So I thank you very much, Bill.
That's a good one.
Yes, it is a good one. That's why I had to use it. So, Kari, you are the new head of Children's Services at the library. We are so excited to have you in that role.
Thank you. Thank you.
But you are not new to the library.
No, I've actually been working at the Wallingford Public Library for about 9 years now, and just stepped into this role a couple months ago, and I'm really excited.
Yeah, that's great. And so now we have the new Wonder Room coming up.
We do.
Which is going to give you more programming space to do. What kind of programming are you doing?
So in your first segment, you talked all about the Collaboratory, and our goal with the Wonder Room is to make it another multi-purpose space, but more kid-focused, and to kind of make it like a mini Collaboratory in a lot of ways. When we're not using it for programs, it can be a space where kids can do homework. We're hoping to be able to do baby programs in there, but also use it as a maker space, kind of similar to the Collaboratory.
Excellent. But we are here today to talk about summer reading.
Yes, we are.
Yes, because it is that time of year. I can't believe it, because it seems like we were just talking about snow, but summer is upon us.
It is.
And so what do you have plans this year for the children's room?
So we've got a couple of really exciting programs that I'm really happy to talk to you about. But first, I do want to talk a little bit about why summer reading is so important.
Yes.
Anytime we're talking to anyone, we're always saying that at the library, summer reading is our craziest time. And one of the reasons is that it's really, really important to make sure kids are reading over the summer. Kids who don't read over the summer can lose as much as 2 months of their reading skills. And this is called the summer slide. And if they aren't reading over the summer and they lose that reading skill, it means that when they go back to school in the fall, they are behind their peers, and valuable learning time has to be taken away by the teachers to catch everybody up and get everybody back on the same page. So the good news is that there's a really easy way to combat the summer slide, and that's just to read. If kids read 20 minutes a day, every day all summer, that's all they need to do. They don't need to go to summer school, they don't need any special instruction, just read. And over the summer, because it's a fun time, they're not in school, this is not the time to be trying to challenge themselves with harder books than are at their level. They should just be reading whatever they want for fun.
Excellent. Yeah.
The public library is the perfect way for kids to come and get their books so that they can do their summer reading, and it's a great way for us to support the school system. They're closed during the summer. They can't go to their libraries at the schools. They're not getting instructed by their teachers, so they can come to the library and do one of our amazing programs.
And what programs do you have planned?
So this year's theme we have for the school-aged kids, which would be the kids going into grades 1 through 6, we have our Summer Spy Society. So for those kids, they get to become an agent for the WPL's Summer Spy Society and help us catch the book bandit who has been stealing all of the words from the library's books.
That sounds like a lot of fun.
Yes. So all they have to do is read to help us catch that book bandit. And
that's grades 1 through 6?
6.
Okay.
Yes, going into. So those kids who right now are finishing up grades K through 5.
Okay.
When they get to 100 minutes, they will get this secret decoder glass that they can use on posters that we have hanging up around the children's room to get answers to clues that we'll be posting so that they can help us figure out who the book bandit is and catch him before he steals all the library's books. And I brought one of our posters for you today if you want to try to look at it.
For me. Look at that. That is, really. Let's see, what does it say? It says, keep reading, exciting summer reading program, challenges are ahead. Wow, that is really neat. Yeah. Oh, the kids are going to have a blast with this.
They'll be really excited.
Definitely.
So that's our school-aged program. And then for our preschoolers, so those are the kids who haven't started school yet. They'll be just either birth through just going into kindergarten in the fall.
Okay.
We have a theme called I Spy Summer Fun for them, and that's our family read together program. Those are kids who probably aren't really reading by themselves yet, but it's really important to instill a love of learning at an early age. So we want to support even kids who aren't reading on their own and try to help families remember that even though summer is busy and crazy and there's so much going on, it's still really important to take some time during the day to read as a family.
Sure.
So this program, there's a really popular series of books in the children's room, the I Spy books.
Yes.
So they have all of the pictures laid out, and you have to find all of the different objects that are in them. And so we are building a 3D model of one of those pages, and so as they read, they'll get I Spy bingo boards that they can try to find some objects on that.
Oh,
so
neat.
It'll be a lot of fun. Yeah.
That's great. Oh, that sounds like so much fun.
Yeah,
I think
we're
the
really
kids are really
excited.
going to have a lot of fun with that.
Yeah.
And then on the teen side, we also have a lot of great programs going on. Our teen librarian, Jennifer Nash, who you know.
I do.
She puts together a great program every year for the
she
kids
does.
when they're out of school. And this year, it's a virtual summer for teens.
Ooh.
So we have, and that's open to teens entering grades 6 through 12. So right where you guys leave off, the teen programs pick up.
So those kids who are going into 6th grade, they have a choice. They can do either program, or that's the one year that they can double dip and do both.
Oh, well, that's good to know.
Yeah.
Okay, that's a neat little tip. Thank you, Kari. So I know that for the teens, she's got fun events plans like teen cuisine, where they're going to be making calzones.
Ooh.
I know. She has a theater workshop, create your own embroidered note cards, make it with duct tape.
Oh, always popular.
That's always a popular
Yes.
program.
Yes.
A creative writing workshop. A henna artist is coming to do henna tattoos.
Nice.
And then the really big program is the immersive virtual reality experience using our Oculus Quest
Ooh.
virtual reality headset.
I've heard a little bit about this.
So so it's a headset you put on over your eyes, and then it's like you're there. It's like you're at the Eiffel Tower.
Oh,
it's
cool.
like you're looking left and looking right and, walking with the dinosaurs. And so that's, so you can make an appointment to one-on-one, wear the headset, and choose from a bunch of different scenarios.
That sounds like a lot of fun.
Yeah.
They're going to love that.
Oh, yeah.
I think all the grown-ups are going to want to do it, too.
I was going to say, all the grown-ups at the library who work there were like, oh, I'll test that out for you when we got the new headset. So, yeah, it's great. And then for the adults, because we want to encourage adults to use
definitely.
library services, what we have is called It's a Summer Thing. Do Your Thing at the Wallingford Public Library. And so we're encouraging people to read, create, learn, and play using the resources at the library.
Oh, nice.
So read, obviously you can check out a book, you can check out a magazine, an e-book or an e-audiobook through Overdrive or Hoopla. And then create, we learned all about the Collaboratory and all the wonderful things you can create in there. Learn, we have portals where you can take classes online.
Oh, nice.
Universal class.
Right, yep.
A bunch of different topics that you can learn about, or you can learn a language through transparent language. So, if you did any of those things, or play. We talked a little bit about the museum passes that we have that you can borrow.
Will the lawn games count?
Actually, the lawn games will count for play. Of course they will count for play. And so, if you play, read, create, learn, anything that you do using a resource of the Wallingford Public Library, you can enter into a drawing to win one of 8 gift card prizes for local businesses or attractions. So we've got restaurants, we've got and different attractions, all in Wallingford.
Nice.
So yeah,
it's a great way to support local business.
And also the grand prize, so you can enter either to win one of the 8, so you can enter each time to win a different gift card, or you can enter each time to win the same gift card and increase your chances. And then at the end, all of the entries will go in for the grand prize, which is a $75 gift card to one of those 8 businesses.
All right.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
And I would also be remiss if I did not mention that we have, again this year, the traveling library card. So if you go on vacation and you're at the beach, just take a snapshot of your library card with the beach in the background. You're at the Eiffel Tower, take a picture of your library card with the Eiffel Tower in the background, and email that to the library, and then you'll be entered into a drawing to win a library boat tote.
Oh, and what is that?
It's a really, they're really nice bags that you can bring to the beach and, fill with your sunscreen and your sunglasses and all that. Yeah, they're really nice
Very
bags.
cool.
So, and then finally, the last thing is we have the Nonfiction Expedition, which is a tour through the nonfiction stacks at the main branch of the library, where you will get clues and codes to continue on a journey to crack the code and find out what the answer to the question is. And I can't even tell you what the question is.
Well, it ties in very nicely with the kids' thing.
Yes, it does tie in very nicely with the kids' thing. So I just want to say, Kari, thank you so much for being here.
Well, of course, thank you so much for having me.
And I just want to encourage all of you to come to the Wallingford Public Library or visit wallingfordlibrary.org, or you can call us at 203-265-6754, or come by and visit us at 200 North Main, where our doors open to endless possibilities. Thank you for joining us.